Well, I've still got all kinds of problems with aggression with this rabbit, but I'm not quite ready to get rid of her just yet. Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name's Chris. If you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your balcony, your deck, your garage, or heck, even a spare room in your house if that's the way you want to do it. Well, today we're just kind of continuing from last week's video where I showed some of the aggression problems I had with my rabbit. Had lots of suggestions in that video from people. We had a couple of problems actually. The nest box had fallen over. I had to get in there and put the babies back in, and she's like super territorial in her cage. Had lots of suggestions on what to do. Tie the nest box down. Great suggestion. I'd already thought of that actually, but it hasn't been a problem. She hasn't tipped it over again. Lots of people wondered why I have the door that opens to the inside. Said that makes it look like you've got a lot of issues getting in there and working around in the cage. Well, I can answer that real quick. One of the reasons I have the door open to the inside of the cage instead of to the outside of the cage is because it's a security measure basically, is that if I forget to latch the door or if I have a rabbit that likes to push up against the cage door, I don't have to worry about it coming open. It's to the inside, so it stops in the inside. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. It's really not that big of an issue. I probably made it look more like of an issue than I did. There are times where definitely things get in front of the door and it's a little bit tricky to kind of get it opened, but I can latch it up to the top and keep it all the way open if I need to, so it's not that big of a deal. And then lots of people said, well, maybe you need bigger cages. You know, a bigger cage is a good idea in a sense. A bigger cage gives her more room to move around and those kinds of things, but she's pretty comfortable in the size cage that she's in, and if I have a bigger cage, it makes it harder for me to get in there and manage the rabbit because I'm having to crawl into the cage almost to reach the back corners of it and things, and not really a great option in my opinion. But anyway, all those were great suggestions and I appreciate everybody's advice. But you know, what I've been doing is just kind of trying to spend some time out here. You know, I don't have to get into the cage a whole lot right now because really just the first couple of days when the babies end up out of the nest box, I pick them up and put them back in. That's only like 2-3 days, and then they can get in and out as they want. And now they're at the point where, I don't know, I think they're about 3 weeks old. They can get in and out of that nest box as much as they want. I come out here, they're out of the nest box half the time. They can hop right back in, so I don't have to worry about getting in there and putting them back in. They can get in themselves. It'll probably be another week maybe, where they'll be spending most of their time out of the nest box, and then I just bring the nest box back out. But now I'm beginning to wonder if the aggression that I saw with my rabbit is not necessarily aggression, but maybe fear, maybe, and I know that may be a duh moment for most of you guys, but I'm wondering if she doesn't have some eyesight problems. Maybe she can't see very well, and that's what is kind of spurring the aggression on. And let me bring you in a little bit closer and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right now, she's pretty calm. I mean, nothing, she's got the babies running around her and, you know, no big deal. They're pestering her a little bit. She's pushing them off and all that. But when I get up close to the cage, it's almost like, it seems like she's surprised to see me, like she doesn't see me coming. I always try to talk to her, let her know I'm coming, but, still, it does seem kind of like a surprise. It's like, I don't know, that maybe she's having some problems seeing, and whenever I get up close to the cage, she can't really tell who you are, what you are, and you know, maybe that's what's causing some of the aggression, because she's kind of displaying that towards the babies as well whenever I'm close to the front of the cage. Let me bring you in a little bit closer. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the cage right here, and you can see she's pretty calm. She doesn't seem to be bothered at all by me being right here. But watch what happens when I walk up close here. I'm very close now, and I don't know if you guys can see me in the camera, but I'm real close. And it's not, I mean, I put my hand right up here in the front of the cage. She doesn't even seem to notice me. She's hardly even, she's not tracking, oh, now she noticed. She noticed like movement, but she's not tracking real well my hand. She just has a hard time. It's like she has a hard time seeing it. And then it takes her a minute to kind of focus on that. So I'm almost wondering if this isn't an eyesight problem with her. And let me see if I rattle the cage a little bit. Let me get my sleeve down so she doesn't get a hold of my hand if she does decide to bite. She hasn't been real bitey, snippy. It's more just a pouncing kind of defensive, like get away from me kind of thing. But if I start messing with this cage at all and the babies start to move, she jumps on them as well. So we'll give her a second, see if one of the babies will get out of the nest. It's okay, you don't need to freak out. So I'll try to put my sleeve in here and I give her time to kind of check it out. Oh, it's okay. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. See if I can do this without blocking the whole. Let me get a different camera angle here because it's hard for me to be in the cage and in camera at the same time. Maybe if we go on this side, I don't know if that's going to show up or not. I think it does. I think it seems to. We'll see. So I'll put my sleeve in here, let her pounce on that a little bit. And she's not, now she kind of nipped and pulled on it a little bit, but it was more like an exploratory nip and pull than it was an aggression. But then she starts kicking. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And it's more, I think, more fear-based than it is a, you know, an aggression type thing. But I gotta watch my fingers though. She might get a hold of them. Here. It's okay. It's okay. But the babies are doing just fine. She's still taking care of them. It's okay. Relax. 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 It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to freak out. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. But if the babies are out of the nest box, none of them are out right now, of course, so that doesn't help me. But if they're out of the nest box on the cage floor and they start moving around here while I'm up close to the front of the cage, she'll jump at them and kind of scratch at them as well. So it's, and then it's almost like she realizes, oh, that's one of the babies, and she just leaves them alone. No big deal. But she'll lay down back there in the back and kind of calm down a little bit. But like, let's see if one of these babies will get out of the nest box here. You can see she's kind of, there goes one back there in the back now. We'll see if she does that. You can see she kind of lunges at that baby like, it's just movement, I think, to her. I don't know that she's seeing very well, I think is the problem. And now she realizes it's a baby and she doesn't seem to be too bothered by it right now. She's cleaning it, she's doing just fine with it right now. Hey there, it's just me. It's okay. It's okay. All right, well, so anyway, I don't know, stay tuned. We'll see what happens with this. I feel sorry for her if that is the case, because like I said, it's not, I don't think she's necessarily mean. I think she's just kind of, I don't know, just a little bit scared. She does nip at my sleeves when I stick them in there and leave them in there. She'll nip and kind of pull at it a little bit, but it's not a super aggressive like bite and shake kind of thing. It's more of a just kind of nip, kind of pull. So I don't think she's necessarily, I don't know if this is making any sense. I don't think she's necessarily super aggressive mean. I think it's just more like a fear, doesn't know what's going on, can't see. She gets a little bit freaked out by it, but she will calm down eventually. If I'm standing near the cage long enough, she'll kind of relax a little bit like, okay, it's probably not gonna hurt me. But every time I come up to the cage, it's that all over again, start all over again. It takes her a while to kind of calm down. So, long term, what am I going to do with this rabbit? I don't know. I don't know if I'll breed her again. She was a lot calmer before she had babies. She didn't have babies. It was much easier to handle her. Much calmer rabbit. If I find some good quality rabbits nearby that come up for sale sometime soon at a decent price, I may go ahead and buy them and just replace her with it. What I'll probably do is try to find somebody that wants to take her as a pet maybe. Sell her if her aggression calms down after the babies are out of the cage. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do with her. She's doing a great job of taking care of the kits. They're doing just fine. They're not a problem one with any of them. No injuries on them, so she's not, being aggressive with them. So all in all, she's got a lot of good traits as a mother, but I am a little bit concerned about that cage territorial type stuff. If the kids come around, if my wife comes out to handle any of those kinds of things, if she ends up biting one of them and causing an injury, I'd feel really, really bad about that. So who knows? We'll see how it goes long term, but That's where I'm at right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks again for all your suggestions. I do appreciate it. And God bless each and every one of you.